So, if you haven't seen that video, go see it. That lady is talking about an experience she had on a plane where she saw something in someone that let her know that that person wasn't real. So I'm going to share with you a story of my own, and I have quite a few, but this one in particular let me know that there are such things on this earth known as otherworldly beings. Us native people have always been telling these stories, but it's a whole different feeling when you see it for yourself and you experience for it for yourself, and you know you're never again to be the same because of what you saw. Anyway, this was about 6 or 7 years ago, back in Northern California, and I had just finished dancing at a ceremony out there. So there was no drugs, no alcohol involved, and it was after one of our traditional sacred ceremonies. I had parked way out in the field because that's where I was going to sleep for the night. Sometimes I like being off by myself. And I was changing out of my traditional regalia, or what I wore to the ceremony to dance in. I put my son in the car, he was sleeping, and I got this really weird, heavy feeling. And I looked up, and about maybe 20 feet standing away from me was a shadowy being. And it stood about maybe this tall to me. And I knew right away that it was something that I'd never seen before. It wasn't animal, it wasn't human, it was something that wasn't of this world. And it scared me so bad. Like the way that lady is in that video, I was feeling the same, except I wasn't saying anything. I was frozen. And I had a friend with me. He's from Pine Ridge, Oglala Lakota Sioux Nation. And he came up from over the hill and he saw me standing there looking at that being. And when he saw it, he goes, "Hey," and he takes off, starts yelling at it, and that thing starts running. But it didn't run like an animal, didn't run like any human that I've ever seen. In fact, the closest thing that I've ever come to describe it is recently I saw a video of a bat running. And if you look that up, that's what that looked like. It was just, as if it had wings, but that thing didn't have wings. And it was taking off like that, just totally unnatural, weird, abnormal, you name it. And he chased it off into the woods like that. When he came back, he told me that that was what our people call a wiwila, one of the little people. The story is that these creatures come from another planet. Their planet was burnt out by their sun hundreds, thousands of years ago, and they came to our planet to share space. So they come out at night, we come out at day. Usually we don't meet, but sometimes we do in situations like that. And the reason he chased it off is because sometimes they take us, and we have to be careful. Don't get me started on Bigfoot or Sasquatch now. These things are real.